So this is the daily warm up, the daily sort of stretch that I do every day because I had terrible posture problems after, the newspapers. I used to be a newspaper boy, and it gave me lots of problems. And then I was a construction worker, so um, I started to learn more about my anatomy and my posture and poise. So I've accumulated it to this point where, as with the other video, the prior video on the joint areas, you see, the deal is with the joints, they're quite easily damaged, and tendons, ligaments, they have really minimum blood flow, so it's very difficult to recover from injuries like that. And a lot of people, especially with weights, they tend to get like knee damage, back damage, shoulder damage. It's common problems. It's like so stupid. But in China, they look at common problems. At least the way I was taught. I was taught traditional. So so this one basically is just to align the back to make really good posture, I guess, and loose and relaxed. Um, so it's just basically like opening just loosening off the neck, loosening off the shoulders, just nice and relaxed, no effort or such. It's just soft. There's a whole school of boxing in China called soft boxing. It's very powerful. So yeah, just loosening off the general, like we've got the hip joints, got the waist. So I'm using the waist now, just opening the waist, which is where the diaphragm sits for the lungs, for the internal breathing. Um, Reaching up, it's really good for the back, really good for the shoulders. It's actually good for alignment too, like bodily alignment. So yeah, reaching up. Now this one's great for the lungs. This is what swimmers do: is roll your arm back like this, like not locked out, like just extended but still soft. Let that rest. That'll open this area of your lung, the lower area, which is where the real belly of the lung is, and it'll give you much better breathing, and you'll notice the difference. So yeah, just next one is kind of expanding on that now. So in the sequence, that would be, I've done open the neck, open the shoulders, whatever. Roll the arm around, get it big. Now this one, let me move in a little. So I'm just gonna lift the arm. I'm lifting the arm with the opposite arm, like straight up. It's just going straight up, and I'm standing erect. So then I just let that come to rest. Same the other side. So I'm not forcing. I'm just kind of, I'm stretching, then releasing the stretch, then I'm stretching a bit more, then I'm releasing the stretch, then I'm putting another, like the maximum stretch on, and then release. And it's the release is important as the movement, as because that's where uh, the the elasticity in the musculature that you want. That's the in that release. The elastic band or a bow and arrow, or you know, a gun, the trigger, it's got like a release point, and that's what you're doing. So, so that's really great for like stability on your hips and opening up this lower belly of your lung. So next one, uh, it's like second to last one. It's like this simple really, and you've covered all your joints. Um, so you just let your chin rest on your chest softly, and then you lower down each vertebrae. And I'll probably go out of camera, I'm not sure, but anyway, you roll over till your hands are softly landed on the floor. And then roll back up like you don't spring back up, you roll back up, and this will align the vertebrae to stack on the column, because as you going down like this, it stretches the column, the vertebrae, and then when you roll back up, it's just like stacking it all back on, rather than springing up and having. Does that make sense? You'll feel it. Yeah, and then the next one is just kind of like put your hands on your belly, bend your knees. As you're bending your knees, you're just breathing, just giving your body familiarity with breathing not here anymore. Now you're breathing in your full lung capacity, or much more of your lung capacity. And then your knees are bent, so you kind of curl your hip just in a little bit, just to make. It's as if you're sitting on the edge of a chair. If you want to try and sit on the edge of a chair or a bench, you're not sat back on it. You sat on the edge, and you're automatically vertical. And this is the posture that you're sort of mimicking, and it'll allow you lower belly to breathe, like diaphragmatic breathing, which is good for well, it's good for singing, it's good for acting, it's good for speeches, it's good for health in general. It's definitely good for sport. You know, you'll increase your stamina and endurance by 40%. I'd say 40%. Anyway, I think that's there's plenty there to be getting on with for sure. Take care.